pleasure to be here. I'm going to talk for a few minutes, and then I'm going to do a slideshow. I'm going to introduce you to Carol Jarvis. And Carol, these are my Toastmaster friends. She'd be thrilled to meet you all. And if you met her on a park bench somewhere and she was a complete stranger, what you discover very early is that she's witty, she's smart, she knows a lot about literature and art and music. You'll learn that she pays attention when you talk. And it doesn't matter who she meets on that park bench, she will treat you the same, regardless of your income, your education, your race, your religion, whatever advantages you may have in life or disadvantages. She treats you like every other person. She sees the spirit or soul within you, and she nurtures that when she gets a chance. It's a genuine article that she sees that and she reaches for it. To understand her greatness, you have to understand a little bit about where she came from. She was born into a home of extraordinary abuse. I will not tell you all the specifics, but I need to relate a little bit of an image of what she went through in order for you to understand her heroism and her fortitude. To me, she's a hero. In this family she grew up in, it was not only childhood sexual abuse, but there was actual torture and terrorism. She lived through that in her childhood as well as through her adolescence. And she spent 2 decades of her life going to ASU, go Sun Devils, and got 2 master's degrees, one in criminal justice and the other in counseling. She struggled through years of therapy, working within her church with good and decent people who encouraged her and listened to her secrets and accepted her anyway and welcomed her into the life, and then became clinical director of the largest private nonprofit sexual abuse center in the United States in the late 70s. To me, she was my boss, and we worked together for years and we're friends. And over those years, we became closer, and finally she said, "Hey, I want more than a friendship with you. And if that's not going to happen and we don't have a chance, then I need to move on because it's going to take me a while to get over you." Well, it was quite a decision, but I jumped in with both feet. And we had 30 years together as best friends. 28 of that was in marriage. We dealt with a lot of health problems. From the top of her head to the bottom of her feet, she bore the scars of a terrible upbringing. She lost most of the sight in her left ear, the left eye. She had multiple concussions and traumatic brain injuries. She had skeletal problems in her neck and her lower back. She had a scar on her left arm about half the size of a dollar bill from a compound fracture. She had pelvic pain, arm pain, hip pain, leg pain. It was chronic over years. She had operations, sometimes help, but largely a challenge every day in the last years of her life to deal with the pain. And still, I never heard her in 30 years complain. I never heard her say that she felt like revenge on people who had life easier. I never heard her say that she was jealous or envious that somebody else had an easier life. I never heard her be bitter. I never heard her feel sorry for herself. She was that same person through the whole 30 years that I knew her. And she taught me about beauty and compassion and intimacy and love on a level that I had never experienced before. And I'm sure that we brought out the best in each other through this whole process. Before, need I forget, she was also the same way to offenders, perpetrators of child abuse. I don't know how many of these guys I watched her confront with rigorous honesty, but never humiliated them, and showed them the path to redemption and offered them that option. And some of them took it, and she encouraged them through the whole process, and some of them saved their own lives, and some of them didn't choose redemption. And even though she helped go to prison. She's a warrior, a spiritual leader. At that point, where we could tell our time was limited, one afternoon I helped her from the bathroom to the bed, and I heard something that vaguely resembled self-pity. And it was so out of character, I laughed. She said to me, "So, Jeffrey, when I'm gone, you're going to forget all about me." And when I got done laughing and I tucked her in bed, I looked her in the eyes and I said, "Carol, I'm going to spend the rest of my life telling the world about you. I'm going to show you now some images of our life together. You'll see her dogs, her cats, horses, our grandson, her daughter, and me. Pay attention to her smile. She had surgery to fix her jaw. And you'll see a crooked smile in the beginning picture, and you'll see it blossom as we go through her lifespan. I'm proud of this woman. I don't want to hide what happened to her in her life. I celebrate and I live for the day that there's a parade in her honor and the honor of those women who go through such things and turn around and do something good in the world." I give you Carol Jarvis, a woman of remarkable grace.
Aye.